Hey guys, have you ever wanted a lightsaber? Even if you haven't mentioned it out loud to somebody, you know you kind of want one. Did you know that you can build one at Disney World? And it looks pretty legit. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how to build it. We're going to talk about the steps to getting it done. And we have video of the entire process of building your very own lightsaber. Let's unlock Disney. All right, welcome back to Unlock Disney, guys. So today we're going to talk about building a lightsaber. I get a lot of questions about it. I've even had people say that they didn't know that you can build a lightsaber at Disney World. I've had people say, yeah, but I don't want to build some little rinky-dink thing and pay a ton of money for it. So what I'm going to talk about today is how to build it, how to set up a reservation to do it, because you can't just walk in, how much it's going to cost, and things like that. So I'm going to give you all the detail as to how to do it and put it together. And then after that, I have an entire video, and it's going to premiere my daughter in her first Unlock Disney video. We went to Disney World, we went to Galaxy's Edge, and she got to make her own lightsaber. I videoed the entire thing, so I can timestamp underneath for you if you want to just jump right to the making of the lightsaber itself. If you already know all the other details, you can just jump right to that and see the full experience. Or stick around and let's jump into how we build a lightsaber. All right, so obviously first thing you need to know is you build it in Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge is in Hollywood Studios and it is amazing. Now, there are other places in Disney World that you can build a lightsaber. Over at the end of the Star Tours ride, you can make one, and they run like $30 to $50, but they're nowhere near what I'm going to be talking about today. The ones that I'm talking about are a tad bit pricier, but it's also an experience, and it's pretty cool if you're into anything Star Wars. All right, so let's get started. The lightsaber workshop is in Galaxy's Edge, and it's called Savi's Workshop. And it's not just you go in there and buy a lightsaber, you actually go in there and you have a full-on like 20-minute experience. You build your lightsaber from scratch. So to book this, you can either book it through the app or on the website. I prefer the website. It's a lot more clear, so that's what I'm going to use for this. All right, so we're on the app right now. I'm just going to guide you through step-by-step what needs to get done. So first thing you want to do is, really the easiest thing is to just go into the search engine, put in Savi, and it's right there. And boop, that takes us right over to Savi's Workshop. And it gives you all the details of what goes on about the reservations. You need to put those reservations. You have a 60-day window to get those in. So to start, you actually, right here is where you choose your path. You can choose peace and justice, power and control, element nature. Basically, you pick one of these four, and then they will give you, based on what you feel, they will give you the parts you need to build your lightsaber. And you'll see all that in the video later on. This is basically, I just want to get you through and get you that reservation. So here's the price. It's $219. It is not cheap. So if you don't like Star Wars, just turn off the video now, unless you just want to be nice to us and give us a like. I'd appreciate that before you go. I'd be oh so forever grateful. Okay. So hit that check availability and we're loading. All right, so now you're back on the page again and you're gonna pick what day you want to do this. So when that 60-day window opens up, when you're 60 days before your trip or before you want to do it, you got to get on here and do it, because it is one of the hardest reservations to get. You are literally trying to get a reservation to give somebody over $200. It's crazy. Also know, if you pick one builder, you can also have a guest come with that one builder. So you select your date, you select your time, and then you put all that through. And then you got your time and your date and all that other good stuff. Then you hit continue, and then that's when you put in the information and stuff. But this is probably where I turn off my app, because you don't need to see all my information. But you get the gist as how to set all this up. Okay, so now the day comes. You're showing up to Savi's Workshop. You're like, let's do this. So you're gonna pick from the four options that we had talked about before. to decide what type of lightsaber you want to build. And then they're going to give you the parts to build it based off of what you chose. And then after you choose that, they give you a cool pin, which is awesome. I mean, you're spending over $200, you might as well get a pin that goes with it. But you get the specific pin to the option that you chose. And then after that, you get a card, which describes what you chose. And you hold that up and you head on in. And now we're going to just go right into the class, and I'm going to stop talking. This is my wonderful daughter. She's a little excited, and this is what happens. All right, here's the entire Savi's workshop. Lightsaber Experience.
Place your card all the way at the top.
Very good, everyone. Settle in. Glad you could all arrive safely, and welcome to the workshop. I know that it's not much, but to us, this is everything. Allow me to introduce my friends. This is Michael, Mariah, Jackie, Jose, and Joy. You can all call me Kembe. I can see some of you may be unimpressed by all of our old junk, but let me be very clear, some of this is new junk. See, we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. We're a small group. We travel the galaxy in search of ancient relics. We go to forgotten places, abandoned outposts, sometimes even battle-ravaged planets. What we can find out there, we bring it all back here where we can repair and even rebuild. You see, it's our hope that where a stormtrooper will see nothing but worthless clutter in here, those who know, we see priceless history. We believe in these times that preserving our past may very well ensure our future. Speaking of the past, are you all familiar with the legend of Luke Skywalker? Yes. Of course. Well, we hear there is another, a new Jedi. Does anyone know her name? Rey. What Rey is leading is the spark of hope that so many of us have been waiting for, which is why you're all here, to look ahead. And, of course, to build this, a lightsaber. The lightsaber has been wielded by some of our greatest heroes and some of our darkest enemies. It is elegant and enigmatic. Building one, that is an art. This saber is a reflection of its builder, with the force flowing between them. And today, you will all feel that connection. So, let's begin. We will start with perhaps the most important part of the lightsaber, the Kyber Crystal. The Kyber Crystal is able to focus the energy of the force, to magnify it. Some call the crystal the heart of the lightsaber. Of course, the color of the crystal determines the color of the lightsaber's blade. Now, you may recognize some of these from the greatest legends in history. Blue, wielded by the great Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, his apprentice Anakin Skywalker, and Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Master Yoda himself, and Luke Skywalker. The violet crystal is as rare as it is beautiful, just like the blade wielded by Master Mace Windu. And, of course, red. They call this the color of power, of ambition. The crystal of Darth Maul, Asajj Ventress, Darth Vader, and now Kylo Ren. These are stories of the past. We're here for you, our future, so it's time for you to pick your Kyber Crystal, the heart of your lightsaber. Builders, close your eyes. Quiet your minds. Picture those crystals. What color do you see? What color is calling to you? Now open your eyes, choose your crystal, and remember it's very likely the crystal is choosing you. Place your crystals in the green crystal holders at the top left of your workstations. We will now be joining your crystals with the saber designs you've all selected, which means it's time to begin building your hilt. Now the hilt is the foundation of the lightsaber. It's your center of control and it keeps your hands from being disintegrated. The gatherers are placing the components you've chosen in front of you. In just a moment, let's go over these parts together before we begin building. Very good. All right, builders, go ahead and take a look at the left-hand side of your kit. That is your chassis. That will house your crystal, and that's where you'll begin. Once you get that crystal secured, you'll be going to the right side, column 5, and selecting activation plates. From there, you will choose grips from columns 1 and 2, an emitter from column 3, and a pommel cap from column 4. Now, building a hilt is a personal journey. You've all chosen your own crystals. You will now choose the parts to make up your own hilt. The gatherer in front of you will walk you through the build. The choices are yours. So let's build.
You'll need to select 1 or 2 paired activation points there. When you come inside to the green with the set, they will flow directly to you. Red will flow directly to red. Press enter. You'll need to select 1 of the 2 matched activation points to activate your card, okay? These will have the same red or blue solution actors.
It's heavy.
So cool.
What do you see?
Where have you pushed the buttons?
Let's try this again.
Try it now. Alright, can I go to press onto the light, please? What did you see where you need scripts? You script go on the top or the bottom of your phone, okay? They have a thin edge and then a thicker edge. That thicker edge, that's the edge, is the plate. You'll press at the turn and that will connect to the part. Choose any two of the columns 1 and 2 in the
That one's cool.
I do it right? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Try turning the other way.
Those are the same 2 I would have done.
The gold is miscellaneous. You'll now select 1 of the trimmers from the top here to hold shape your blade. Then you'll need 1 of the shells to have the edge and turn it on top of that part. When you're ready, you will select 1 of the trimmers from the top. This will shape your energy out to blade. deactivate when you press delta, okay?
Take us away. For a second, you were
Well done, builders. Take a moment to admire your work. Most importantly, start to feel that connection now between you and your new lightsaber. It is our privilege as gatherers to see such beautiful craftsmanship, but it does bring us to the most dangerous part of the process. We need to stabilize your crystals for activation. So leave your hilts where they are. Take a step back for us, please, and allow some room for the gatherers. They will be installing your hilts now into the stabilization chambers. These chambers are designed to harness the power of those crystals. To do so safely, the emitter must be properly aligned. This is what the gatherers are ensuring now. As I prime the cells for activation, I will remind each of you, once they are ready, it is very important.
Much skill have you shown. Chosen for yourself, you have. Now, joined, you will be. It is time.
Master Yoda. Friends, it is indeed time. Time to take the final step. Your many paths have led you all to this moment, where the bond between Builder and Saber is about to be forged. In just a moment, I will call you all forward. You'll place your right hand on your completed hilt. And on my signal, we will all activate for the first time together. So Builders, are you ready? Step forward. Place your hand on your hilts. And together, activate. Builders, raise your lightsabers. You have all done it. Built a lightsaber like the Jedi and the Sith who came before you. Just like them, you all have the power to change this galaxy. Remember, my friends, it only takes a spark. Now, momentarily lower and deactivate your lightsabers. Well done, everyone.
Complete your lightsaber is. Now, your destiny you seek, your own path. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. Friends, it's time to find your own path. As you do, remember you now hold in your hands remarkable power. And remarkable power should never be dropped on the ground. To protect your new lightsaber, we're pleased to offer you a saber sheath as you depart, and in just a moment I'll dismiss each party individually to celebrate your accomplishment. This does mean our time is at an end, but your journey is just beginning. Never forget that you are as extraordinary and unique as the lightsaber you just built. It's time to make a mark on the galaxy. And who knows, maybe next time we'll all be telling your stories. Raise your sabers again, everyone, and congratulations to all of you. Well done. Thank you, my friends. Please step forward and embark on the journey from the rear of the
Look at these boys.
Lead your way out there. That's the best way. Congratulations, friends.